I don't know if you're familiar with the work of Dr. Bruce Lipton,
Hmm.
and
Yep. I believe I am.
his book called The Biology of Belief. He talks about a lot about mind and body and how our cells and our even our DNA, he talks about, can be
Hmm?
reprogrammed with the mind. Just kind of talk about a little bit, if you could, and explain how you feel that the mind and the body are connected and why a client can take control over both systems.
I don't believe they are connected.
You do not.
No, I
Okay.
fundamentally don't believe they are connected.
Okay. Explain.
I believe they're actually one and the same thing. They're not even like implying they're connected implies you've got a mind and then separate you have body and somehow they're linked. But no, there's just mind body. It's all one thing, which is
Very, very
why
fascinating.
I don't believe that there's
Which is
kind of,
why one works with the other.
yeah, or they just work together. Like they're all just working. It's not even one works with the other or they work together. They're just,
It's the
it,
synchronicity of the whole system.
yeah, it's like, for me, the question's a little bit like saying, so there's some research that says that your left arm and your right arm are connected. Could you explain more about how they're connected? Well, they're just part of me. They're part of the system.
Indeed.
They don't really work together.
Very
They
interesting.
just work.
Hmm.
So this is why that, you can imagine, I mean, I often use the example to the uninitiated of when I get asked the question, what is hypnosis? I often use the example of, have you ever had the experience where someone takes a blackboard and then they take their fingernails and they reach across and they kind of do that horrible, like,
Hmm. I actually just got goosebumps.
well, there you go. And I'll say to people, you probably had a squirmy feeling inside, a goosebumpy feeling. People go,
Hmm.
yeah, I did. And I go, well, where did the goosebumps or the squirmy feeling come from? And they'll go, the blackboard. I'm like, dude, there was no blackboard. And there was no noise. All that happened was you got so absorbed in the imagination of it that your body began to respond as though it were real. For me, that's hypnosis. Very simple. And we just did that via Skype
Yes, we did.
online, and the goosebumps were just as real as if you were in my office,
Right.
because the illusion was going on in your mind, not in my office. So I'll often give that to people as an example as well, but that also shows how the mind body system is just playing together.
Right.
Mind body system, it's all one thing.
Wow. See, even I learned something in the interview. That's awesome.